Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is 1 o'clock in the morning on the 14th of July 2014. Welcome back to Timewarp Live. I am Yusril. I am the mug who thought this was a good idea. Okay, this is what you get when you log in for the first time. Research and development unlocked. You'll get the fleet first creation mission and then first creation complete. Interestingly, it does not automatically give you your emergency holograms, which makes me think that we are going to have to quietly jump the server boundary. Okay, here we are at Drazana now. Has crossing the zone line forced the game to update? No, it hasn't. That's interesting.
Intelligence asset.
Yes. Oh, they've updated Tuvok's uniform. They need to update the red shirts in the back, though, but, you know what? I think that's matte artwork. Okay. Fine, I wasn't expecting them to have done that. Still, it brings them up to date. Oh, now it pops up! That's, Okay, Ashley can take one, I'll take the other. There we go, so we'll pop in and grab this chap. Oi! Sod off. Alright, he's being taken care of. Right, so quickly check my clues. Mum lives in Jolanda City, and click on opportunities. Excellent, these people have taste! What are you doing wearing a Federation uniform? Let's begin.
I drink Hosperat every morning.
Okay, next question.
Like sports, kayaking, and velocity. I was born at Jeriacon, which is a small settlement in what used to be the demilitarized zone.
Quarantine the suspect. I told you I'm getting all the Xeno, all of them. And you can fall over as well. Okay, let us go and vanquish this vile shapeshifter. Where are you? It's always been a nice touch that he's flipping a coin. Those of you who remember the old Terradome instance will remember the significance of that. Now, kindly fall over. Thank you. I should probably call in the drone while I'm at it. Come on, boyo. Off he goes. Let's give chase. He's going to stop a little way down this street. As planned. And in 3, 2, 1. That did not quite go according to schedule. Never mind, off he goes again. No, I don't do subtlety, why do you ask? And in 3, 2, 1, this will be over very quickly, because I really haven't got time to muck about. Okay, well, we only quarantined one innocent. Minor detail. Okay, so we'll quickly slice that. Okay, we've got a Dentarium material package this time. Let's see what drops. Okay, double click. Okay, so 10 Thorons, Z particles, 3 Dentarium. It worked! Woohoo! And hydrogen gas. What did everyone else get? Right, likewise, Sir Boulevard got some. Okay, what did we get? What did we get? Hydrazine, Dentarium times 3. Okay, so that's working out. We shall deliver to you the woes of the PvPer and the bane of the noob. Ladies and gentlemen, if this starts appearing on Mark 12, it is the end. Okay, so what do we have? Anti-proton array. Ordinary stuff, but look at that second modifier, PvP damage. So, let's bring it up. Anti-proton beam array. Can we tell what it does? 656 damage, 525.4 DPS, plus 10 weapon. Okay, this does not appear to be functional, does it? Unless it's just a flat increase in damage versus players, but even then you'd think... You'd think it would show somewhere, wouldn't it? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Right, now I was wondering what kind of scale this PvP damage buff was going to produce, but the answer would appear to be absolutely sod all. However, Rigobeth is volunteering for target practice, so you know what? Let's go for it. And all stops. So at the moment, projected damage once the power comes back is saying 656 before range modifiers. So let's start. Okay, so that's what we're getting. Let's target the runabout, see if we get that a bit better. Just gonna stop you for a second. Okay, I'm not seeing any significant difference at first glance on those numbers. That's curious. However, for the moment, let's just put the rest of the noobs down quickly. There we go. Right. Let's quietly shut this one down as well. We'll close up again and go for maximum effect. Right, retarget. So, right, let's try this again. So we were getting about 600 raw damage in line with everything else that you'd expect on these numbers. Let's try again. 680. Is he running? Yes, he's running adaptive shielding, which probably isn't helping. I'll let other people crunch the numbers on this. I'm seeing what might be a slight increase, but it's been a while since I had to think about passing a combat log. As we said, we're almost through his forward shields, however, so we'll see what happens. Whoa, that was a bit of a spike there. Was that a crit? Okay, mostly, however, it's just shield damage. Right. Well, there is some extra damage coming out of this, I think. But hard to tell how much. 790. And what are the number stats on this? Okay, you want to play, do you? Fine, let's play. Okay, I don't know. Conclusions, people? Do we have increased damage coming out of these ships or out of this beam array or not? I am not 100% sure here. Let's take the auto fire back off. So we'll go with near minimum range. I think I've shut everything down. Yep, this looks good. So, fire. Oops, turrets. Forgot turrets. There we go. Okay, so... Again, that's suddenly consistent with what's going on here. 640, 602, 575, 616. Slightly higher, I think. If people want to pass the combat logs, then they're welcome to do so. You've got the footage from all of that. That's pretty much everything we're going to need. So, let's call the engagement. I am going to switch over to my Federation characters, and we'll get some of the fleet instances done. Okay. Incidentally, Boulevard, I've been skimming through the patch notes. Something you said over on Holodeck. Ah, right, I see. Foundry authors, you are in luck. You have got numerous ship costumes to work with. You can now deploy the Armitage, Thunderchild, Venture, Regent, Gladius, Sao Paulo, Exeter, Tempest, Rhode Island, Bellerophon, Aventine, Rademacher, Vesta, and Avenger. Basically all the Sea-Store Federation ships that you were missing. You've got the old series dress and medical uniforms. The Akira's had its names corrected, and the Interact for the Star Cluster sector doors, namely, oh wait, there's not one here, those little singing nebulae that replace the star clusters are now usable for Foundry missions. Can we have one more for the Fleet Alert, please? And there's something else that needs to get mentioned while I remember it. Let's take a quick jump back to... Yeah, let's just jump to Earth Space Dock if I can find the menu option. Transwarp. Evict the Scotsman. And jump out. Right. Because, joy of joys, Cryptic have given us something that we have been asking for quite a while now, actually. It's been a bane of a lot of people's problems ever since the kit module system came in, that you couldn't conveniently filter for kit modules. And yes, I know that the water features are not a recreational area. I am an admiral. I get to make the rules. Or at least ignore them when they're inconvenient. However, if the last round of patch notes was correct, personal equipment... kits. Okay, so that's out of date, although you do now have tactical kits if you are in the mood for them, as well as the various fluidic kits. I know the price is right the way down on those, but somewhere down here we are, kit modules. Don't ask me why it's not in alphabetical order. In fact, don't ask me why it's not filed under personal equipment with the kits themselves, but hallelujah. All we really need now is this to get moved over into personal equipment, and then to add in a subcategory for tactical science and engineering. That would be most useful. Of course, if you know the name of the kit you're searching for, or rather the kit module, you can just go for it, but... okay. Right, okay, yes. Boulevard, worth giving a shout out there. Starbase UGC, some of you guys may have heard of it, some of you may not have done. They are hosting a huge project to turn one of the cluster portals into a series of Foundry exploration cluster missions, and they're looking for bodies. So if you fancy cutting your teeth on the Foundry missions, then go to work. Provided you can come up with something better than kill 5 groups of enemies, you will do better than what the old exploration missions were, believe you me. Because that's what most of the old exploration missions were. For all that I tend to get a slightly hiked eyebrow whenever content's taken out of the game, I don't mind admitting that that content was well past its sell-by date. What to go for, ye gods. My setup on this character is so far out of date it's not even funny anymore. Yeah, you know what, let's just mix things up a bit. We'll plug in the Dyson Field Stabilizing Core on that one. Tri-cobalt mines. Borg tri-cobalt mines. There's something that's got a layer of dust 3 inches thick on it. Okay, dump the mines, break away, target the Naskiel. Okay, thank you for the repairs, whoever that was. And boom. Okay, just got the one last one to mop up. There we go. Right, so fleet mark package. Okay, that's interesting. In my experience, fleet marks on this mission have always been automatically rewarded. So that's changed as well. And we have a normal Q R&D material package. Alright, so let's see what we're supposed to get from these info. 10, 7 and 3. But first off, let's blow up that Miranda. Spoil sport. Okay. Same drill as before, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have your results, please. 10 hydrogen, 7 tritanium, and 3 beta tachyons. Oh boy, what have you just come up with, Rigobeth? Boulevard got 10 beta tachyons, 7 tritanium, and 3 tetrazine. Hexfolium. Okay, so that's fairly consistent. 17. Okay, so the tritanium. So his 10 and his 7 actually combined. Interesting. Okay, what time is it? 1:45. Okay. Let's go for... what to go for. Let's see, we tried Undine, we tried... Crystalline Catastrophe, we haven't got the numbers for. Let's go for Colony Invasion. I want to see what we get on a ground map. Trilithium, not as far as I know, but I could be very wrong about that. Sort. I must admit, I'd also be happy if it bothered to subsort by quality level and item and component, or rather material and component. I must admit, I still want the wrist stripes as an option on the tactical and the standard Oddie, but that may just be wishful thinking on my part. Oh, it's maxed out, is it? Oh, pity. There we are. Now that we're done being formal, let's get on with it. Also, well, if you guys want to be formal, I must admit, this is something else. I'm just waiting for someone in their fiction to throw in a line about fatalities among captains being disproportionately high after this round of white-shouldered uniforms. The whole shoot me shoulder thing seems like a bit of a oddity. Then again, I have a bright red jacket in my dress uniform, so who am I to comment? Yes, yeah, I know, I saw the scheme he put out. This is kinda nice. Good nod to the diplomatic uniforms that we saw in the later next-gen movies. I just prefer the red. It's a nice callback to the Wrath setup, and it kinda works with the shoulder straps. Okay, fine, so we got quite a decent chunk of it. Let's see what we got. Fleet mark package and a normal Q R&D material package. Right then. Oh, wait, no. Little priority first. Thank you. Yep. Right, so pops the Q. Okay. Looks like 10 gas, 7 rubidium, and 3 particles. Okay, so that seems to be working more or less as intended. Cryptic did say there was a chance that the 10 and the 7 could come back with higher quality levels in the patch notes. It is not linear after all. Okay. Wait a sec, how can you have titanium gas? That's interesting. 48 marks, 59 marks, and 70 marks. Okay, so fleet mark rewards are in line. Okay, coming up on 2 AM. What shall we go for? I think we've time for one more before we call this. Let's try another elite. You know what? Let's hit Conduit Elite again. Okay, so Task Force Omega package, accept the rewards. Right, Trillium K. Who wants to bet the Vulcans have been at it? For the last time, ladies and gentlemen, open your boxes. Vulcans. It looks like... yeah, it looks like the Vulcans got to it first. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay, I am going to call it there. As I've said, I will see about getting both of these up and onto YouTube for future reference and archiving, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that we are going to have to put every Vulcan in the fleet into rehab. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Useful. That has been Tribble Timewarp Live for the second time tonight. Vulcan Drugstore Strike Again Boulevard. And until next time, if there is one, farewell.